Hi team, it's the Emmys. It's that time of year again, the 73rd Emmys Awards nominations. So I thought we could have a little stroll through some of the nominations, and I thought we could have a little bit of a natter about what we think and what we would like to win and what we're pleased about being nominated and things like that. And there are some really delightful additions this year. I was really quite chuffed. You know, HBO and HBO Max gets 130 nominations between them, HBO. Netflix has got 129, and even Disney Plus, a newcomer to the entire sort of streaming and Emmy scenario, has got 71. Netflix is The Crown and Disney's The Mandalorian, tied with something like 24 nominations each. One more than Marvel's WandaVision, which is one of the absolute delights of the nominations this year. In comedy, a lot of the comedy that's nominated in the Emmys is for stuff that we don't either get over here, or we haven't yet seen, or we're a little bit behind the arc in terms of when new series land and stuff like that. So, you know, lead actress in comedy, things that stand out for me there are Tracee Ellis Ross in Blackish, Kaylee Cuoco in The Flight Attendant, which a lot of you guys were advising. I think Zoe was advising that we watch The Flight Attendant. We saw the trailer and it did look intriguing. What do you reckon, guys? Should we attend to that? And who do you think? Oh, and Jean Smart in Hacks. I think Jean Smart is also the actress from Mayor of Easttown, if I'm correct in thinking. Lead actor in a comedy. Again, you've got Michael Douglas in The Kominsky Method, which is brilliant. I have to say, I think Alan Arkin was the better actor in that, but I don't think he's in the latest series. William H. Macy in Shameless. Of course, he's just coming out of the whole college scandals, college finance scandals. Ted Lasso, which lots of you keep telling us to see. Jason Sudeikis is nominated there. Anthony Anderson for Blackish again, and Kenan Thompson. I don't know what Kenan is at all. Best comedy series, we've got Blackish, Cobra Kai. What is Cobra Kai? Is Cobra Kai a sort of Karate Kid type thing? I hear so much about it. Emily in Paris, Hacks, The Flight Attendant, The Kominsky Method, Blackish, Pen 15, and Ted Lasso. Now, so many of you have said you don't need to like soccer, as you say in America, to enjoy Ted Lasso. So I'm going to secretly and quietly start to watch that on my own in bed privately. Now we start to move into limited series movie or anthology, and suddenly some of the names, some of the shows start to make sense. We've got Michaela Cole for I May Destroy You, Cynthia Erivo for Genius, Aretha, Elizabeth Olsen for WandaVision, Anya Taylor-Joy for The Queen's Gambit, and Kate Winslet for Mayor of Easttown. I think this will possibly go to Michaela Cole for very good reasons. I mean, she's an absolute polymath when it comes to directing, writing, almost shooting and acting in I May Destroy You. I think a particular shout out, I'm really pleased for Elizabeth Olsen that she got recognised here, because I think it's probably, bar Martha Marcy May, a film she did a few years back about being taken into a cult. I think it's Elizabeth Olsen's strongest performance yet. It was very layered, very complex, very clever, but also managed to be mainstream. Anya Taylor-Joy in The Queen's Gambit, I think she's in for a shout, because it was just a brilliant virtuoso performance, wasn't it? Managed to make something like chess interesting, and she was at the centre of it, like a beating heart, wasn't she? And of course, you may well know that we've followed the whole series of Mayor of Easttown, and we're chuffed beyond belief, chuffed upon chuffed, that Kate Winslet has been nominated for Mayor of Easttown, which I just thought was brilliantly layered. A lot of people felt it was too slow. I prefer a layered, character-driven whodunit rather than a kind of procedural whodunit. So I'm really pleased there. This has really cheered me up. This one. Paul Bettany nominated for WandaVision. It was an incredibly brilliant performance he played as essentially a sort of android/humanoid sort of thing. That had to sort of show emotion, not show emotion, confused by what it means to be emotional, all that kind of stuff. So I'm absolutely chuffed that Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen have been nominated for WandaVision. Hugh Grant for The Undoing. Loved The Undoing. We followed it. Twists and turns. Couldn't be him. It was too obvious. Was him. Wasn't obvious. Brilliant. Twist on a twist and all that kind of stuff. And I'm really pleased for Hugh Grant, because he got a load of stick from sort of haters online and what have you. So I'm really pleased that the best way to combat that is to succeed, and he's done that. Ewan McGregor in Halston. I don't know what Halston is. Lin-Manuel Miranda in Hamilton, and Leslie Odom Jr. in Hamilton, which I have to confess I haven't watched. Supporting actress in a limited series. Again, we've got a couple of nominees there for Hamilton, Philippa Sue and Renée Elise Goldsberry. But we've got Jean Smart again from Mare of Easttown, who plays Kate Winslet's mum. She's brilliant. She's so whip-smart funny. She's the kind of woman you don't want to get into a row with because she'll destroy you. Absolutely destroy you. You've also got Julianne Nicholson in Mare of Easttown, Moses Ingram in The Queen's Gambit, and brilliantly Catherine Hahn in WandaVision, who's also been a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so she's great. Supporting actor, limited series, movie or anthology. Supporting actor, lots for Hamilton again here. David Diggs, Jonathan Groff, Anthony Ramos for Hamilton. Look at this. Papa Isiedo for I May Destroy You. And I'm in the process of constructing a film that we started many moons ago called The Half, about actors in that half hour before they go on stage. And Papa is one of our contributors, and he's been nominated for an Emmy for I May Destroy You. I think that's brilliant. Evan Peters, Maddie and Kiki will be delighted. Evan Peters nominated for Mare of Easttown, and Thomas Brodie Sangster for The Queen's Gambit, which is just wonderful. In the limited series, so the best limited series, those are the actors and supporting actresses and actors. Nominated is I May Destroy You, Mare of Easttown, The Queen's Gambit, The Underground Railroad. Now, we've been banging on about The Underground Railroad, and I think Nanny Di has watched several episodes of it and really likes some, but finds other parts of it really quite slow. Now, I've paused on going to it because I feel like I need to watch it in one big glut. So, you know, The Underground Railroad, I hear, is deservedly in there, and WandaVision too. I think when you've got something like I May Destroy You and The Underground Railroad in there, I think it would be seen as kind of frivolous, perhaps, if WandaVision or The Queen's Gambit won. So my betting there will be, I think it's a 3-horse race between The Underground Railroad, I May Destroy You, and Mare of Easttown for Best Limited Series. We've got a few made-for-television dramas there. I'm not going to jump on those. Lead actress in a drama. Here we go. Uzo Aduba in Treatment. Haven't seen it. We've got Olivia Colman and Emma Corrin for The Crown, and this is where The Crown starts to kick in. Elizabeth Moss for The Handmaid's Tale. I enjoyed the first episode of The Handmaid's Tale. Nadia didn't want to watch it, so she bailed out, and we just haven't been able to find that shared viewing time to get back to it. MJ Rodriguez, Pose. I started Pose, but I found it a little bit eggy, if I'm honest. I mean, I'm sure it's supposed to be, but something wasn't connecting for me on that. Journey Smollett, Lovecraft County. Now, Lovecraft Country, sorry. I started that, and likewise, I got the message, but it didn't float my boat as much as I was hoping it would. I love Lovecraft, I love the cast. I was right up for that. So those are lead actresses. Lead actor in a drama, Sterling K. Brown, This Is Us. Jonathan Majors, brilliant actor. He was brilliant in The Only Black Man in San Francisco. Brilliant movie, and he was just wonderful in that. Josh O'Connor, The Crown, for Prince Charles. Regé Jean Page for Bridgerton. Probably heartthrob of the moment. Could he be the new Bond? Billy Porter, Pose, and Matthew Rhys for Perry Mason. I was drawn to Perry Mason. In this land of streaming, there are so many series competing for your attention that unless you can find ones that you can shared view, you literally haven't got enough hours in the day to watch them all, have you? So I was nearly drawn to Perry Mason. Supporting actresses, not surprisingly, there are 4 from The Handmaid's Tale: Madeline Brewer, Ann Dowd, Yvonne Strahovski, and Samira Wiley. And in The Crown, you've got Emerald Fennell. Wow, what a year for her. She also directed Promising Young Woman. Helena Bonham Carter for her portrait of Margaret, and Gillian Anderson also in there playing Margaret Thatcher. And then you've got Onjanu Ellis for Lovecraft Country. We bailed out The Crown. I don't know why. I found it a bit, I don't know. I found it like I felt like I just kind of knew what I was going to get. And so it stopped sort of surprising me in a way. Maybe I'm wrong. Supporting actor in a drama, Michael K. Williams for Lovecraft Country. I keep wanting to call it County. I thought it was called Lovecraft County. John Lithgow, Perry Mason. I'm kind of frustrated that I didn't watch that. Tobias Menzies, The Crown. O.T. Fagbenley, The Handmaid's Tale. Max Minghella, Bradley Whitford, Handmaid's Tale. Giancarlo Esposito, The Mandalorian. Of course, you'll remember him as the chicken shop owner in Breaking Bad. He was also brilliant in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing many years ago. He's an actor I've followed for many years. And then Chris Sullivan, This Is Us. These are the weird ones. Guest actress. But the one that's worth focusing on is guest actor in a drama, Don Cheadle. He was in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier for, I think, 59 seconds. And I think he's even gone online and said this is ludicrous. So let's get to the biggies. The best drama series. You got The Boys. Oh my God, if you haven't seen The Boys, check it out. It's a total twist, piss take, ratcheting up and darkening of what superherodom could be. If you hate superhero films and superhero franchises, you'll love The Boys because it turns superheroes on their head. It reveals them to be a corporate construct full of nasty, conniving, backstabbing personalities and egos. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. Bridgerton, I have to say, it became a guilty pleasure in our household, a guilty pleasure. The Crown, kind of understandable. It's royalty, isn't it, in the Emmys. The Handmaid's Tale, as I say, we haven't stuck with it beyond episode 1. Lovecraft Country, didn't float my boat after 1 episode. Tried to get into a second one. You know, you fade away. If you fade away, you know it hasn't got its claws into you, don't you? The Mandalorian, I have to confess I was a bit disappointed with The Mandalorian. I mean, I can see why it's in there, but Pose and This Is Us. Those are the best drama series. So what are your favourites there? What are the ones that you're really rooting for? As I say, I'm really pleased that WandaVision has been recognised, because I think it was much more than just another Marvel series. I'm really pleased that I May Destroy You has picked up a couple of actor and actress nominations. It's really good to see The Queen's Gambit in there. I'm really chuffed for Kate Winslet. I think she deservedly was nominated there too. And, you know, Mayor of Easttown, which really was, I think, I hope it comes back. But, I mean, it's maybe one of those series that's going to be all the more special that it was just a one-off. What happens to one-off series? Do they just fade away and never get watched again? Do you only keep the franchise, if you like, alive if it keeps coming back for many, many returns? So, yeah, and Bridgerton getting a nod there. I'm not entirely sure how Phoebe Dynevor would feel, given that Regé has been nominated. I thought she acted her socks off, didn't she, in the whole series, and she hasn't got a nomination. I think that is weird. I think there's a bit of an omission there, if there's an obvious one. So guys, share your thoughts. Tell us what you think. Do you care about the Emmys? You probably don't. But yeah, I do.
For more film and family fun, don't forget to click the subscribe button and make sure to click the bell to never miss an update.